Welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club, ladies and gentlemen, where we've got to show our poems to 3 more of the lovely ladies in our literature club and see what they thought about it. We showed it to Natsuki, who actually thought it was very lovely, then showed us her poem, which was not the best, but we definitely said it was. Let's see Sayori, our friend. Wait, is Sayori yeah, Sayori's our friend, isn't she? Yeah. This is a good poem, Scotty. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who'd be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you just wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Scotty. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah! And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, gonna hold you to that then. Yeah! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed. Making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look alive. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I would sleep forever. But I ain't mad. I want breakfast. Okay. Good one, Sayori. Okay. Sayori? This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No! Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast! Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Alright, that was something. Let's go to Monica, the leader of the bunch. The leader of the bunch. You know her well. Her poems are cool as hell. Oh shit. What was her voice? Oh, that's right. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or anything we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Scotty. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn how to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, Scotty. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh yeah, I was trying to impress the cute girl. Anyways. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, Rick.
No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write.
Yes! We did it!
And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment.
If you say so.
Yep. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein?
Wow, I did not expect a Silverstein name drop in this. A little bit, okay. Maybe a long time ago.
He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that will apply to anything.
I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that?
Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it'd be like your kind of poem to explore.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Yes. Anyways, you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
None of these girls are good. That's what the running theme here is. You sound pretty confident for somebody who claims not to be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then.
Hole in a wall. It couldn't have been me.
See the direction the spackle protrudes?
A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know it. I wasn't home.
What?
What? I peered inside for a clue. No, I can't see.
Shit, I'm way too far away from my screen for this. Does that say read?
I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it is too late, my retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in.
What the fuck? The fuck's up with you?
So what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Also, what the fuck? Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
Ha, it's okay. Yes, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be very powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I'm a demon! I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yes, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in fuck! So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I've been Monica.
Alright, Yuri. Feel like you're gonna have the most fucked up one, although the Monica one was pretty rough.
Ellipsis!
Ellipsis! Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading.
Oh!
Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Go brain. Do thought, talk words good. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah? Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable... Fuck! In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that, sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do! I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Oh, I can't read shit. Okay. And I lost under the... Oh, microphone. I lost under the light. The tendrils of... What the fuck? The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight. To live. Fuck. Withstood the test of time. The last gets to be replaced by the sickening blue-green line of the future. I bathe. Calm breathing. Out of the pursuit. Shit, I need to have a closer screen than this, guys. Breathing air in the pursuit, but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. Alright, Natsuki, that's good. No, it's not Natsuki, that's Yuri. Yuri, that's good to hear. You have fun now. Ellipsis! I'm sorry, I have such terrible... Thank you! She heard me! She's just like, yeah, he's having problems with this, isn't he? What? I wasn't thinking that at all. I was. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Huh? That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Let's just toss that one in. You into ghosts? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Scotty. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over... Fuck! But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their works. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Counting on you, Goose. Whew. Guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows fuck! Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah.
Oh shit, no.
Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you just completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How could that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Scotty did, too. So based on that, I'd gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Scotty liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, fuck. The music's gone. I'm scared. I'm gonna take off the headphones. I'm gonna take off the headphones. The lack of music is frightening me.
Oh! I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
Oh, wait, the music's bad. We're good.
What? That's not what I...
She's getting into old man territory now.
You're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Scotty appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you just that full of yourself? Ellipsis. No! If I was full of myself, I'd deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Oh! Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one... What? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Scotty started showing up. Natsuki.
Oh, wait, sorry, wrong voice.
Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... There's nothing above you! I don't like fighting, guys.
Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there.
Scotty, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader and not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Scotty. Wait! There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Scotty? Well... Ellipsis. How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me.
Oh, Natsuki, 100%. Natsuki! Yuri? You're really talented?
Well...
But Natsuki has a point. I think that I rack my brain in an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination take over, and Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that.
Yeah! It did, didn't it? Shows how much you know.
That's not... Natsuki, I think that's enough.
Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me.
Natsuki's voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing, and sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Shiori is nodding vigorously. Yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki.
Ah!
Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise.
Thanks for noticing.
She finally mutters that, barely audible. Yuri...
Huh?
Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said. So you don't need to feel threatened either.
Well, if you say so. Hey! It's not like you need to apologize for me, Scotty. Sheesh.
Natsuki takes a breath.
The thing about...
Natsuki glances around the room.
When everyone stops staring at me.
Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with this than she boasted. Sayori and Monica look away.
Anyway, the thing about your boobs. The thing about your boobs. I didn't mean it, okay? That's all.
Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone.
Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri.
There's way too much boobs going on. Sayori?
Ellipsis! I'll go make some tea. Eh? I was just trying to help.
I'm sure she appreciated it, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder.
Well, now that we're past that, everyone read each other's poems, right? I hope that it was worthwhile for everyone, especially you, Scotty. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we got a little too used to.
So Mike joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere.
No, not at all, not at all. There's still time before we go home, so we'll all relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room, so maybe you can take this chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for.
I disagree, Monica.
About what?
That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun.
Of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, right?
In the end, though, Monica's right. Being in the literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far.
Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How'd you all feel about sharing poems?
Oh, wait, shit, wrong person.
It was a lot of fun, also me.
Well, I'd say it was worth it. What was her voice? Oh, yeah. It was alright. Well, mostly. What's my voice? Oh, wait, shit, what's my voice? Yep, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. Ellipsis, I think to myself. I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination.
Scotty! Ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Shiori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Shiori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Shiori, about what happened earlier.
What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. I promise, they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you.
Phew. You know, Scotty, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun.
It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay! Yeah, let's do this. Same thing. Okay, I guess it's just more poem writing. I don't know if I'm gonna keep doing this. Because I thought it was gonna be spookier, to be honest. I was like, oh, this is real spooky for Halloween. But, yeah, if you guys want me to keep this going, you've got these first 3 parts out, so if you want this to keep going, let me know in the comments below. If not, I think we're just gonna let this one lay. And we're gonna leave, Watto, Ric Flair, and all the others behind. So who knows? You decide in the comments. Does this continue? You decide.